I invite our able CEO, Mr. Richard Wren, who has been with us throughout everything, throughout the journey, and he has been, the best CEO that you could actually yearn for in any business. So, Mr. Wren, you have the platform, and you're welcome.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and
Yes.
clear. Right.
Thank you. Well, there's 464 people in the room, so I guess it's morning time in Africa. It's around 6 o'clock in Singapore. So I'm actually just about to go to the Formula One right after this meeting. But the reason for this meeting is it's been a while since I've talking to the community. I think it's been almost 2 months or a month and a half that we can actually got a chance to talk to you guys. So I was talking to Madibas and the rest of the team. I wish we had the opportunity that I can talk to every single one of the people in the communities and gives everyone a bit of updates of what's been going on. So I just want to share a few of the roadmaps of what have we been up to. What have we been up to is for me it's been very busy traveling. I was in Korea last week. We sponsored the KBW event, so it's called Korean Blockchain Week. So we are the brown sponsor for the event. And then I had, fortunately enough, I had team from Patricia, from Andrea. They actually came to Seoul to support us. I really really appreciate that. So we had the Seoul, and then we sponsored the Token 2049 in Singapore last 2 days. So we had a booth there, and then we have the proposal, and I had actually had the opportunity to on the same stage with Junior Trump, which is Donald Trump's son, talk about stablecoin on the Web threes and all the rest of the stuff. So you will be able to see the full review in the future. So that's in terms of the events we've been sponsored to. In terms of the what's happening next, there's few things that I have been hasn't really been updating to every person in the room. So we are looking at launching our long chain. I think people following our Twitter account or social media account, you will see the long chain is coming up, which is a layer one chain that focus on AI and RWA. So that's what been the tech team is working on. And the second major thing is about listing. Is about listing. So I guess we don't want to make sure we don't want to Sollong just purely focus on our internal community. So we want Sollong to be something that we can have external liquidity to the society, to the ecosystems. So we are looking at launching our tokens on the exchange right now. The exchange we are talking to are Binance, Bybit, Bgas. I'm not sure whether in Africa it's a very popular centralized exchange, but in Asia around the globe is absolutely the top. So Binance obviously is the number one centralized exchange in the world, representing about 70% of the exchange volumes. So we are trying everything we can to be listing on the Binance. Okay, so that's with the updates. Few things is happening. September we're launching our power bank programs. I guess you guys have heard about the power bank. I'm not sure whether you get to understand the details of the projects, or if you haven't been able to get the full picture of the power banks. I highly encourage you to join our what's it called, the Zoom meetings and hosted by Jason on a weekly basis to get to understand what the power bank is all about. So Jason is actually in this room right now. So power bank is a very interesting project, and there is some fantastic and tremendous revenue models in power banks. So I highly encourage people to get a full picture of the power banks. So that's launching in September, and we got few of new things that happening that within the power bank projects that we're launching our own NFT for 1,000 NFT. That's like a lucky draw for the power banks, and there's few things that's happening as well. So that's that's in September. So October for this month, we are looking at launching our AI agent. We are AI agents right now. So okay, so what the AI agent is about is it will be like a chat GPT. It's like a but it's like a chat GPT. I see people in the group saying the power bank is very difficult for people to understand. Yes, it is. But if you put in simple terms, I hope Jason can have another Zoom session with the people in this room that give people a better understand. Because people in Korea, people in Japan, people in Asia, Southeast Asia, they can understand the power bank very easily. It basically you buy a key and then you insert your key, and every 24 hours you get 3% daily. You get 3% for that 25 hours durations. It's actually quite easy. It's actually quite easy. So yeah, if you don't understand, maybe talk to the team directly. Okay, so I guess people here are very curious about what's happening with withdrawal. Okay, what's happening with withdrawal? I want to give people more clarity, and then I'm looking at having an announcement coming out, official announcement coming out by tomorrow. That what is the new rules applying for withdrawal? Okay, because the reason being for we putting a few hurdles on the withdrawal. I'll give people a much better understanding why what's happening with the withdrawal is. First of all, we want to make Sollong in Africa. It's a longevity project. So look, we've been in the marketplace since December last year. Okay, since December last year until now is almost 1 year past. It's almost about 1 year past. Okay, so we want to make sure Solar goes for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, all the way to the moon. Okay, so whatever changes we make, we want to make sure Solar is actually long-standing. Okay, that's number one. Secondly, because we've been proactively engaging with the exchange team, that there are few models that the exchange listing team doesn't like. Okay, there are few models. They think some of the models in the existing solo system is a little bit like Ponzi like. It's look like a Ponzi scheme, or it looks like new money is paying for the old money. So that's why we get advice from the listing teams that okay, there are things like okay, there's been SOLG tokens we've been launching on the market for almost a year plus. Okay, and we don't have utility for it. We don't have utility for it. Okay, so now what we did? Now what we did? If you want to withdraw, so there is a 5% SOLG token you need to accumulate. So make sure that if you have your SOLG token in your wallets, okay. So number one, if you want to withdraw, you need to pay 5%, which is like gas fee that paid by SOLG. SOLG. So this way that there is a lot of people hasn't been affected by this new rule because people have faith in us. People hasn't really sold all their SOLG tokens, but there are people sold pretty much every single tokens that we give it to them in terms of the SOLG. So for those people, you probably need to wait for a while, or you buy SOLG from the secondary market, which we're going to open up next week. Okay, you can actually buy SOLG token. So that's why we want to look at listing the SOLG tokens that the listing agent saying you need to make sure there is a SOLG token utility attached to this token. So this is what we're doing for the SOLG token. So number one, so there is every withdrawal you're doing, there is a 5% SOLG token you need to pay to the platform. Okay. Secondly, at the moment, I'm not saying that forever. Okay. At the moment, we implemented a 3 times withdraw upper limits. Okay. What that means is, for example, if you deposit $10,000, the maximum withdrawal you can have is 3 times. Okay. The maximum times you can withdraw is 3 times. So which means that if you invest $10,000 in Solo, and then you can maximum withdrawal limit is $30,000. $30,000. Actually, this rule has been in China for the whole duration of the China period. Okay. This is not something new. For the 3 times is actually in the China business, it's been there forever. We hasn't really changed the 3 times for the 3 times policy. But it's just because in Africa that when we're talking to Madibas and talking to the people in the team, that we want to really kickstart the African market. So we sort of remove the 3 times withdrawal limits for almost 11 months now. So we're putting the three times withdrawal limits back in the system for the team. So you may be, if you're having difficulties withdraw, which means you're probably that you are over your 3 times limit. So which means you're making 3 times already within the Sollong ecosystem. So there's a few ways you could do it. First of all, You can deposit or CPI more into the system, and then you can withdraw whatever that the three times that is, or you can upgrade it into a higher level. So we are looking at maybe increase that three times into five times for certain people in different levels. For certain people, it's in different levels. So this is what the withdrawal policy is. So there are people having withdrawal limit. I know that maybe there is some technical difficulties, issues that for some of the altcoin, for example, XRP, PayPay, XRP, or Trump, all these little altcoins, there are some withdrawal issues happening because we just wouldn't be, because of the system upgrade, we wouldn't be able to swap internally. So for those people, maybe just wait for a while or send your request to us. Send your request to us and we process them manually, okay, for those altcoin withdrawals. But always that we are having these two policies in place, which is number one, the 5% LCLG tokens. Secondly, the three times after withdrawal limits. Okay, I want to emphasize that the reason we have this is really about we want to make sure Sollong goes long in the future. Okay, we don't want to be a 369 project that we get shut down. So it doesn't mean that we stop the withdrawal. I can still every day there's people withdraw in the system and the backend. If people are unable to withdraw, you may be one of these two criteria. You hasn't really meet them. So you are either you didn't keep any of the SOG tokens, or you already reaching your limits. Okay, so this is the updates I'm having. And the second thing is people ask about the Mauritius trip. So first of all, I really want to apologize for all the delays and postponings because we just wouldn't be able to secure a hotel that is big enough to accommodate the 150 people, which we already have. Okay, we just couldn't secure because for the last few months, it's really been the peak season for the Europeans coming to Mauritius, and there is no single hotel. There is maximum you can do is split people into three hotels. That's number one. And then we're looking at alternatives. Maybe we're looking at Seychelles, we're looking at Egypt, or even we're even looking at things like Thailand because we actually open up a new Asia hub in Bangkok, which is about 2,500 square meters in Bangkok. Which I think Madiba, you can share a video to the group later on. That you get a much better understanding of what the Bangkok looks like. So we try to see if there is a visa. If the visa is not an issue, maybe we're looking at having the people coming to Bangkok. First of all, we have accommodations. Secondly, we have a huge office to accommodate everyone. That the things that people can come in. So people are saying, can you explain the three times withdrawal, sir? Um, which okay, the maximum withdrawal, which I said very clearly, if you invest $10,000 in Sollong, the maximum earning you can have is 30,000. It's earning you can have is 30,000. Okay. If you want to do more, you have to deposit more. I will have a more detailed announcement to the people. To the people. Okay. To the people. How about those who have compound? Compound it counts as well. Compound it counts as well. Okay. So we look at the system and we'll give you a much better announcement tomorrow. Much better understanding tomorrow. So this is what I want to share. This is what I want to share. And then I'll leave this the microphone to maybe to Madiba or Jason that you can have. I'll pass back to you. Thank you guys. Thank you.